gotta do a review on this. So, oh, my head. So I just finished watching Death Note. Here's the thing. Before I get into the video, before I even go in this review of the movie, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to state that I'm a fan of Death Note, so my expectations was kind of high for this movie. And also, the guy who's doing this film is also doing Godzilla. So if he go do this rap, I'm going to worry about Godzilla versus King Kong. But then again, I mean, that's different, so he might be a fan of that one. Anywho, this film, Death Note, I knew when they whitewashed it, I said, you know what, Death Note is an easy property to do. They won't fuck this up. Even though they whitewashed it, they can't fuck it up. And then I heard he was in high school. And I was like, okay, well, he did start in high school. Well, that's perfectly fine. He was just a smart individual in high school. You know, that's fine. They can't fuck it up. They fucked it up. They fucked it up so fucking badly to the point I am out here raging. Now with Dragon Ball Evolution, I let that slide. I wasn't on YouTube back then. I let it slide. Because even as a Dragon Ball Z fan, I knew that was gonna be shit. The name alone makes it shit. Evolution? Shit. This is disrespectful to the source material. Now, the original creator said, oh, I love the twist at the end, which I'm going to get to. Here's the thing. Light Yagami. We're just going to focus on Light Yagami. L was L in here because L has always been a weird mofo. Even in the fucking series, whoever they would have cast, black, Asian, Caucasian, fucking Hispanic, fucking Puerto Rican, it does not fucking matter. He will be a weird mofo. So I didn't care. So the black guy, he did the role, yeah, he was a fan, but I think they went a little overboard with him all eating the candy shit. Regardless. This video and this rant is more about Light Yagami. Light Yagami. I'm gonna say this about Light motherfucking Yagami. They made him white. I didn't care. I said, you know what? You can make him white. Because you know why? At the end of the day, he is still the character from the goddamn manga and the goddamn anime. I have no fucking problem. But they couldn't do that. No. They had to whitewash it. And what I mean by whitewash it, they had to whitewash it and Americanize it. They had to do that. And that pissed me the fuck off. Light Yagami is not even the same character from the fucking anime. Light Yagami in the anime is the most intelligent character in anime history. This dude was the most all-round, intelligent, smartest kid in his school. Now, I think he was an athlete too, but I could be wrong. The dude was smart to the point where girls liked him because he was very cute and smart. This motherfucker, this bitch is emo. He's an emo outcast loser. Which is like, why? We have seen this done before in any other media. I've seen this already in other forms of fucking movies. Y'all can't come up with something new? Oh, he has to be an outcast to get the Death Note. No, the fuck he doesn't. Why do you think people love Death Note so much and like Yagami the character? He was different. He wasn't a typical, stereotypical, oh, woe is me, I'm a loser, I got nothing to show for it, And that is why we gravitate towards him, because he wasn't that stereotypical character that we've seen all before over and over again. And anime does it a lot. If you're an anime fan, you know what I'm talking about. But they did this. Then times it by two. He reveals when he gets the Death Note, the first thing he does is kill a kid that's bullying him. I told you, emo fuck. Mind you, emo fuck. And he does it. And I'm sitting there like, okay, we'll keep going. And then the nail in the coffin for this movie for me was when he finally revealed it to someone. Now, they already must have known this wasn't going to get a sequel, because they threw everything at the wall. If you ask me how many episodes they crammed in this fucking movie, that's fucking almost 25 fucking episodes they crammed in this fucking movie. They did nothing. Nothing. So this girl, who he has a crush on, mind you, stereotypical American, or emo kid who has a crush on girls, that's stupid shit. And he reveals he has the Death Note. Like, mind you, in the Death Note, he already has 2 or 3 kills, so he's still a baby with the Death Note. He reveals it to her less than almost after he killed these people. He said, well, I can't tell you, but I gotta show you this. Yeah, and then he shows her how he kills people in the Death Note. And I sat there, I said, are you fucking kidding me? Do you know in the anime it took Light Yagami how many times? Like, there was this girl who fell in love with Kira. It took her forever to actually, for a while, it took a while for him to actually reveal, hey, I'm Kira. The only person who knew who he was Kira, which mind you, they just did some stupid way with it, and I'm like, whatever. We'll get to that in a minute. It took him forever. A lot of people didn't know he was Kira towards the end. But the thing about Death Note and what makes it a great anime and one of the best animes of all fucking time, and if you want to argue with me, you can go suck a fucking dick, is because the mind games were played, but the whole cat and mouse, because Light didn't figure out, he knew what Kira was, but he had to figure out what was going on, who was doing this. It took a while for him to figure out, and then we got close. Light was like, oh, no, motherfucker. He passed it on to somebody else. Oh, no, you get too more close. I gotta kill this person. This motherfucker killed his fucking dad to keep the Death Note. Do you hear me? And I did not see none of that. I didn't see any of that. No rage, no nothing like that, because the Light Yagami in the anime is one of those characters that will do nothing but to get his justice. He became Kira to the point where he even killed his father, and he did it with a smile on his fucking face. This motherfucker, this emo fuck, and no disrespect to Nate Wolf, he did a good job for the performance he had, but this was fucking bullshit. This was bullshit. As a fan of the source material, as a fan of the anime, that was bullshit. Light Yagami is one of those characters that is larger than life characters that you see once in a lifetime, because the writers and the creators of it did it right. They figured out we can't do the same old shit we did with other animes or other movies. We gotta do something different. And that's why Light Yagami is considered to be people's top 10 list. When you look at top 10 anime characters, he's always in the top 5. You know why? Because he's that fucking character. He gets shit done. You don't fuck with Light Yagami and get away with it, because he will get you back. This character's like, I hate Light Yagami your friend, and he'll let you be his friend and let you do the damn Death Note. Especially if you're a damn female who has boobs. He'll probably like, oh, you like me too, yeah. Fucking idiot. Then we get to this whole Kira thing. Now, they got Kira from Japanese, they try to like use that, and I'm like, okay, but regardless of them using that, they're in Japan for like 5 seconds and go straight back to Seattle. I was like, bullshit, but I was like, whatever. You know, it is what it is. That didn't bother me. What bothered me was, where they get the characters right. I'll say this about Ghost in the Shell. It looks exactly like the anime movie did. However, they had issues with the writing and the script. That was about it, in the dialogue. So, I'll say Ghost in the Shell is better than the shit we got with this. This was fucking terrible. I was more mad at the fact how Light Yagami was being portrayed. How his character was written, it's just emo fuck. Emo fuck. That's what he is. Emo fuck. And I might actually put that in the goddamn title of this video. He's an emo fuck. And I don't like that. That's not like Yagami. L, like I said, L was L. He's a weird mofo anyway. So regardless who would have done it, any race, it would have been the same way. His dad, Detective Douche, I like to call him. Yeah, whatever. The girl, there was a twist at the end with her. I didn't care for it because I was so raged at how Light Yagami was being portrayed. and they twisted it. People were like, oh, and the original creators had the audacity, the nerve to say it was faithful to his source material. The fuck did you watch? What copy did you see? Please show me that fucking copy, because the copy I fucking watched was faithful to your source material. That twist at the end was fucking retarded. It was the stupidest thing ever. It makes no fucking sense, and of all things, you have the... It's stupid. It's just fucking stupid. It is a stupid movie. Now, if you ask me, is this Netflix's first bomb? Oh, yes, it is. This is Netflix's first bomb. I heard rumors about this movie for months. People say, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. And they were right. If you Death Note fans like this bullshit, then you're not a Death Note fan. You are not. And I want someone down there in the comments to say, this was actually a good movie. You are an idiot, and you're not a fan of Death Note. I'm a fan of Death Note. I stood up late nights in 2007 and 6 watching that shit on Adult Swim because I love this shit. It was really good. The music, the atmosphere, the music in Death Note is what it was a key to that factor. The fucking music in this movie sucked. There was hardly any music. And fucking the Shimigami. His not RZA, but fucking, I'm so mad I can't even think of his name right now. That's how mad I am. But the Shimigami demon-like character. You only see him 5 or 6 times in the damn movie. I mean, my God. Did they really? And the CGI was terrible. You could tell it was fucking CGI, and you saw him a few 5 times, and then when you see his face, and I thought he was about to say, take me home, Spider-Man. I swear to God, I thought I was watching Green Goblin again, high on fucking weed, because I said to myself, just do your line, William Dafoe from Green Goblin, because that's what I saw. And then it's just, also, in this movie, I want to state this. If you made it to the end of this video, I really thank you, because I can say this shit. You do know a Death Note. If you get the Death Note, there's a fucking deal. They did not mention it. I was looking for them to mention that. Key to detail. You get the Death Note, and either get the Death Note. If you die, or whatever, if you die, it cuts some years off your life. The Death Note, the rules. There was no rules. Well, there were rules, but they weren't the rules like that. They did give us the biggest rules. Those were the best rules, because that's what made this show so fucking great. Because we knew Light wasn't gonna last, because his years, it cut down his years. Because every time we got a Death Note, he said your years will be cut. And oh yeah, when you die, you won't go to heaven. I'm gonna take your soul. And I'm like, where the fuck was this? They didn't add it. And I sat there, I was like to myself, that would have been so good as a plot. These motherfuckers who made this were not fans. And this is what I keep talking about: material, reboots, continuation, adaptations. If you're not a fan of material, don't fucking do it. The fucking creator of the movie, the guy who wrote Dragon Ball Evolution, he came out and said, I'm sorry, I made a terrible movie, I was not a fan. And he probably became a fan later on. And he actually saw the series and said, this is actually a fucking good series. No wonder people were pissed off at me. No shit, Sherlock, you fucked the movie up. The problem I have with these materials, if you're not a fan of it, don't fucking do it. People are like, let's do a Kira movie. Are you a fan of it? No, they don't fucking do it. Let's do a Naruto movie. Are you a fan of it? Don't fucking do it. I want people who are fans of these source material to do it. Okay? It's ridiculous how they fucked this one up. It's Death Note. It's the easiest thing to fucking do. If you want to add the characters from the fucking anime, you better make sure they're the same goddamn characters. I don't care if you want to make them white or blue. Just make them the same Light Yagami from the goddamn anime. Add the rules, because the rules are the most important thing to the anime, and it makes the suspense when you get to the end, when Light hits the bucket, it makes sense because you knew it was coming. This motherfucker was dodging bullets left and right like he was Neo from the fucking Matrix. But you knew one bullet was going to hit him, because those rules came to fucking play. And I see this fucking abomination, this fucking movie. And this makes me fucking mad. Because I'm not an anime fan, but I'm a fan of this material. I'm an anime fan. And this pissed me off. This pissed me off to the point where I'm really ready to drive all the way to Hollywood, go to Netflix headquarters, and say, whoever produced this, line up and piss all over those motherfuckers. Every last one of them. Then I find the director and say, you know what, I appreciate you for doing Godzilla versus King Kong, but please, if it's anything like the piece of shit you gave me, get your ass off that property. I call Warner Bros. Up for you, or I will kick you in the nuts. This is, you guys don't know. You guys don't really know how mad I am with this. Because this is the 5th, 6th time they done fucked up an anime, but it's out of all things, you fuck this one up. This is the easiest one to do. This has no shadow clones, no anything. Somebody said this should have been a TV show. Maybe they would have a better chance at it. A film? No, sir. This was terrible as a film. I think a TV show, they would have had a better chance. Because at the end of the day, I think Death Note is a serious... Death Note, to me, should never be done film-wise. Okay? It can't be done film. Why? It's one of those anime and mangas that is a serialized type of anime, serialized type of manga that you gotta constantly watch it week by week to leave your entry. See, you know how people are jumping to joy with Game of Thrones? That's how Death Note is. That's how great Death Note is. As a fan of the material, and I love it for what it is. This was not what it is. Like Dragon Ball Evolution, that shit didn't exist. This don't exist. Netflix should have thought better of this. Netflix, you would have made more money out of a TV show out of this, really. Because I probably would have liked it better because, you know, you would have had more time. But they knew this was going to bomb. They knew it because they wrapped this shit up faster than anything in the bow. And people were like, oh, there's going to be a sequel. I looked around, I'm reading through comments, I'm like, are you fucking serious? What sequel? Sequel to what? Please let me know. Because I can tell you what sequel is going to be trash. Trash Note. That's what it's going to be. Trash Note 2. Fucking emo. And I don't have a problem with emo kids, but we see this shit a lot in American television and a lot in American film. So why the fuck would you do this about characters like Yagami? Like Yagami's not bad. He's not emo. He's a sociopath, but a smart sociopath. He's a psychopath, but he's a smart psychopath. He's both in a way. But the dude has this thing about him, this aura where you can't tell. He's so good at what he does that you can't tell. I wanted that in the movie. And Nat Wolff is a good actor. He really is. And I was kind of disappointed he couldn't pay that off. And it's the material. The cast itself is really good. Everyone came to work. I bet you Nat Wolff was a fan. But probably read the script like, yeah, I know these fans ain't gonna be happy with this. If they butcher something I love too, yeah. And the original creators, if they put a gun to your head and they told you to like this shit, please don't do that. Because you're just gonna make me mad because it's like you okay this piece of shit. Don't okay anything. Unless they paid you. And if they paid you a shit ton of money, then okay, you can say what the fuck you want, because I'm with you on that. I mean, you gotta get paid. However, just make sure you do it in a way that doesn't disrespect your fans. I mean, my God. And a lot of people wonder why Death Note is not, people are a little ticked off about it. Do I think they could have done a little bit better with this? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, this, oh my God. Oh, my eyes are bloodshot fucking red right now, if y'all can see me. I just came off of fucking work and I just saw this shit and I said, let me watch it. I saw the ratings, the reviews, and I'm a fan of Death Note, so I said, you know what, I'll check it because I love Death Note. I've always loved Death Note. And I saw the Defenders last week and that was pretty good. I said, okay, that was pretty good. Pretty good. So this one, boy, this ain't no Defenders. This is Abomination. I have nothing else to say. If you guys seen it, comment below. Let me know what you guys think of it. As always, peace. Have a Johnson motherfucking day. And fuck this bullshit. Fuck Netflix for this shit. Fuck the creators of Death Note in a way for okaying this shit unless they got paid, I understand. But fuck the screenwriters too. Fuck this Netflix. Netflix, fuck you. Yeah.
We've got to call the room and stop them!
Huh?